Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Stilsy's Adventures. So today we are going to be packing the canopy how we would for when we head away for a month. We've got a few things to put in, some fishing rod holders, and we're going to mount the axe on the wall potentially and some stuff like that, just to make it all fit a bit nicer. We're also going to be packing the drawer on the kitchen side just to make sure it all fits in there. I've had to buy some different plates and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll see how it all goes in there. So over this side of the canopy in this big drawer is where we're going to be storing all of the tools, recovery gear, all that sort of stuff. So in here already we've got the socket set and compressor. We'll leave them in there because they're going to fill that back corner, and then we'll see what we add. So we've gone and grabbed some of these fishing rod holders. These were from Road Tech Marine. So they've got one big open end, which is where the handle sits, and then the other end is little. So my idea with these is to mount them on the back wall, one on this side and then one on the other side, and hopefully that'll mean the fishing rods can sit up here out of the way where they're not going to get knocked and stuff. And also they're pretty long, so if we can find somewhere they can be stored easy, yeah, that'll be good. The other cool thing about these is if you can put them up individually, but then they also slot in together so that they can be mounted together, which is how I'm going to do it. Alright, so we've got those ones mounted. There's not a lot of light in there, but I'll do my best to show you guys. So that's those up there. Now I just got to go around to the other side and mount the ones for the end of the pole.
Hey besties, this is my fishing rod. It's pink. I'm pretty in pink. I have to show you my walkie-talkie too. It's pretty in pink as well.
So as Tully already showed, this is her fishing rod. She only has one hair tie at that end by the looks of it. But how they will go is that top part will sit down the other end, just like that. And then the top part will slide in down this end. So we get Tully to push in her end. And then same for my fishing rod, push in the other end.
I'm going to pull it back this way a bit.
Then they both sit in there like that. Don't know how well you guys can see, but if we do a little bit of a zoom in, hopefully that gives a bit better of a look. Move this bag out of the way as well. So then these rods sit up here on those hooks.
So this side, I don't know what to say.
Just make it up.
I'm not a YouTuber.
So we've packed this side now. Over here, this is going to be our kitchen sort of drawer. So in here we've got our cups, bowls, cutlery, and we've also got all of our washing up stuff in one of these little canvas bags. I believe this is actually a makeup bag from Kmart, but they are a lot cheaper than buying canvas bags, and they do the same job. Same thing with our cutlery, we've just got it in this little bag, and then in the rest of the drawer we've just got some utensils and that sort of thing. So that's all for that drawer. Moving along over to the pantry, we've started to put a few little things in here like sauces, pancake mixes, noodles, sauces, that sort of stuff. But obviously that's going to change depending on where we're going, how long for. And then underneath here we've got a little bit of storage, which we've got some foil, some tissues, bin bags, that sort of stuff. And then the last little spot is this hole. We were hoping to find a gas cooker that would fit in here, but we weren't able to find any. But what works well is we've got our chopping board in there, which fits perfectly in that slot. As well as that, we've got 2 plates and one of these collapsible pots. It folds down pretty thin and actually pops up to, I think it was 3 litres, which is more than enough for 2 people to cook in. So that sits in there on top of the plates, and then all of that just pushes in as if it's on a slide, which is the chopping board, some more paper towel and a tea towel. So pretty much that's what's going to be coming with us in terms of cooking and stuff like that. But we'll jump over the other side and see what's going on over there. So coming around to the driver's side now, down where we've got the rooftop tent ladder, we've also put an axe down there. Seemed like the best spot for it, being such a bulky item, and that should be able to live in there, no worries. Obviously got the king chrome batteries on the front of the drawer to save the need to put more stuff into the drawer. In here we've got a fair few things So we've got our towels, which are in these nice bags, and they're the sand-free ones. Actually got a spare canvas bag in there at the moment, which means we can add to it if we need to. We've got our hammock. In here we've also got an impact gun and a angle grinder. And then as well as that, we've got this fishing tackle box, which has all spare parts in it for everything you can think of, from bolting down the canopy to securing the rooftop, all that sort of stuff. And then in here we have got another clear top bag. This one has all hand tools, fire lighters, tape, little electrical things, everything you need for little repairs on the go. And then as well as that, in here we've got some tie downs for the awning, etc. And then at the back we've got a tyre repair kit, king chrome socket set, and a compressor. So we've fitted quite a bit of stuff into this little drawer, which I think will be super handy to have it all tucked away. So obviously in the back of the tray we do have a bit of spare space as well, probably 30 centimeters behind the fridge, and then a fair bit back here. So if we grab firewood or anything like that on the way, or slabs of water and stuff like that, we'll really just be throwing that sort of stuff in the tray. As well as that, things like sandy Crocs, shoes, wet towels, that sort of stuff will just live in there till we get to camp as well. So yeah, be handy to have that little bit of extra space for whatever we might want to put in there. So I hope that everyone's enjoyed watching this short little video. It's not much, just thought I'd put something out there to keep the algorithm helpful to me, to get people to watch. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed seeing what we take with us and how we've packed it all into such a little canopy, being only the 800mm. A lot of people do think it's too small. I think having the fridge outside means there's a bit more room in here, can fit this sort of kitchen stuff onto this side as opposed to having a fridge over there. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we will see you next time.